Madonna's new album might be coming sooner than you think. Hey guys, my name is Sergio, and this is a recap of what we know so far about Madonna's upcoming album. Now, back in December of 2024, Madonna teased us of her working on new music with Stuart Price. The set of images that she posted on Instagram was full of Easter eggs and hints of what to expect from the upcoming album. I did a breakdown of some of the Easter eggs in this video that you can click above me so you can watch the full video. The link is also available in my description. By July 22, she gave us another update with a series of images. Well, not much is new here. She still seems to be hung up on using this microphone, which is the same mic she used from last year and the exact mic used when she recorded Hung Up and most of the tracks from Confessions. One thing I did notice from the new set of photos is the absence of the white couch. There is a little bit of a story about the white couch that I have covered from my previous video.
A white couch in it that I would often have nervous breakdowns on.
I think it just means they're in a completely different room at this time, possibly during the final mixing stages of the album, or Stuart just decided to refurbish everything from that room last year. I presume most of the writing was done already when they were at Stuart's attic with the white couch last year. One image that's making most of us think is this one where she circles the words algo-rhythms with a vintage art by Francis Picabia with dates May 1924. Some of us are probably thinking, is that the title of the new album? I mean, maybe, but that's such a weak title if you ask me, and I feel like she's a bit more creative when it comes down to the titles of her album. Her previous album titles that were released post-2010s were more reflective of her persona or the character she was channeling on every era. MDNA, Rebel Heart, Madame X. So algo-rhythms is definitely a new direction for an album title if that's the case. It's a bit of a throwback as it resembles previous titles like Ray of Light or even MDNA. From how I see it, algo-rhythms could be a title of a song for the new album.
But that's what I mean. That's like a segue into the title of my record.
See, you're pro.
I'm thinking about
Could you ever?
If this is indeed going to be part of the album, I do like the direction they're taking. As someone who does YouTube and TikTok for a couple of years now, it is stressful enough to understand how the algorithm works to your favor in order to get your content out there. And perhaps this is her way of saying, just go with the flow or relax. Work and pleasure mixed together. Now remember, back in 2005, Madonna did not reveal the title of her new album until July 2nd during the Live 8 concert.
It's called Confessions on a Dance Floor.
So we're a little past July 2 this year if we are to expect her team to reveal the title of her new album based on the same time frame they did when revealing Confessions 20 years ago. But so far, these names are all we have. So now let's go through other things that's happening around this year that could very well be part of this whole agenda when it comes to promoting the 20th anniversary of Confessions and the new album. In July 21st, Nintendo of Japan accidentally released a statement on their own newsfeed about the release of Just Dance 2026, revealing its planned on-sale date that is October 21. This news also comes with the initial list of tracks that's inducted into the Just Dance music library, and one of them is Madonna's 2005 hit Hung Up. And if that news wasn't enough, the entire dance video for the game was leaked. I can confirm this because I got my hand slapped by Ubisoft. So I cannot show you the video again for legal reasons, but this confirms that the song inclusion and the video that leaked is legit. And considering its timing, this will indeed support the 20th anniversary of Confessions on a Dance Floor. In the world of fashion, it's priests and muses in silks, jewels, and crosses. Oh my! Dolce Gabbana's Haute Couture show Alta Moda and Alta Sartoria screams like a prayer Madonna, Rebel Heart Madonna, and MET Gala Madonna. And if that wasn't enough, Dolce & Gabbana Spring and Summer 2025 collection that happened September of 2024 was Blonde Ambition Full Throttle. The show channeled cinema's classic blondes Monroe, Vitti, and Dietrich. But watching the show as a whole, it's like venturing into Madonna's mind when she envisioned what the Vogue music video would be like. Now, if you remember back in my previous video, I discussed the fashion behind the Confessions era, which you can click above here. Madonna wore a silk peasant blouse by D&G from their 2005 ready-to-wear fashion show. So she could be eyeing one of these pieces if she were to follow the same path of brands that she wore 20 years ago. I personally don't think any of these collections would be fitting to whatever Madonna is channeling for the new album. Madonna doesn't necessarily repeat herself when it comes down to her looks.
I don't know, I don't like to repeat myself, don't like to stay in the same place for too long, and I'm in the mood to dance, so
The Celebration Tour was an exception since it was treated as a greatest hits tour. Remember, 20 years ago, she didn't change her hair into the strawberry blonde or reddish hair color until August. She did the photo shoot with Stephen Klein on August 11, 2005 with the new hairdo.
I'm being held prisoner by hair and makeup artist.
So they already had her new look planned and finalized way before her birthday. And then the accident happened.
We just went crazy. I said, I can't handle this, I'm going down.
Give me the inventory.
Okay, I broke my collarbone. I broke my scapula in 2 places. I broke 4 ribs and I broke my left knuckle. So
She, along with her team, kept everything under wraps and avoided leaks of her new look until they were officially in promo mode. With that said, we may still have to be on the lookout for her new look if this look is not it yet. But if this is it, it's really giving bad girl vibes. I don't mind it as she looks amazing, but she might transform to something else in the next month. The other project that's in the works right now and slated to be released next year is The Devil Wears Prada Part 2. Why is that important?
Okay, can you please spell Gabbana? Hello?
Simply because the first movie featured the 4th single of the Confessions album, Jump. No, not that Jump.
Hello?
Even though Jump was featured in the movie, it was not included in the official soundtrack. This could have been a decision between Fox and Warner Brothers not to include Jump, since the point of featuring the track was to further promote the Confessions album since physical album sales was still a thing at that time.
I guessed an 8.5.
The same shoes. So by this tradition, the Devil Wears Prada series revolves around the business of fashion. Madonna's Vogue will once again be heard in the movie, but in addition to that, perhaps a new song from her. And if Algorithms is indeed a song title, could it be the song they are having 20th Century Fox to consider to promote within The Devil Wears Prada Part 2? That's just my guess, not a fact. That's the most that we got so far. I haven't even discussed any updates that we got from Sickick or even Max Martin, since those projects have remained silent since they were reported years ago. Their songs could still pop up, but it seems like her work with Stuart Price right now harkens back to how she worked with him 20 years ago, in which she allowed him to take the lead when it comes down to producing the album.
The other thing about the way we worked, and so not my world and my life anymore, is that it was just me and Stuart. There were no other technicians, there were no other people. Stuart did everything. He played all the instruments, he operated everything, he programmed everything, he was the DJ, and I was just the whiny pop star that showed up.
So if any Max Martin or Sickick songs does pop up in the album, it would likely be produced and remixed by Stuart himself. Ciao for now.